Hey, what's happening, you ambitious Applin? Today, I'm coming at y'all with an updated build of the Garchomp EX deck. Not a whole ton going on here. The main card that I wanted to try out in the deck was the Prism Tower. Garchomp is a deck that you need very little to like win games. Once you like set up and get going, there's very few cards you need to see at that point to be able to close out games. And being able to get cards out of your hand so you can draw more with your Corkscrew Dive, discarding dead cards so that your when you get hand disrupted by like an unfair stamp or a special red card, you have a higher chance of drawing back into the cards you want to see. And then also you can generate cards from Champion's Call that you no longer need in the situation you're in, and then that can become your fodder for Prism Tower. So with all those ideas together, I put some Prism Towers in the deck, and so far it's been working out pretty good. Before I break it all down though, got to give a huge shout out to the Card Coliseum, of course, for sponsoring the channel. If y'all ever need any Pokemon TCG sealed products or signals, the Coliseum has got you covered. Check out over at pkmncoliseum.com. They got it all over there. Link will be in the description, and code AzulGG will get you a discount as well. All right, so it's a pretty base Garchomp deck overall. 4-4-3 Garchomp, 4-4 Rose Raid, only one Premium Power Pro. This felt pretty comfortable. No Spiritomb currently. I just felt like I don't know if I need it for sure. It's not that good consistently in like every matchup. Some matchups it's better than others, but overall it's not a card that it ever feels like we really need in the deck. So far I've been okay without the Spiritomb. And yeah, 4-4 Rose Raid means like one Premium Power Pro still feels fine. We are able to hit our damage numbers that we're looking for. I mean, I wouldn't hate going up to like a second Premium Power Pro, but that's what I'm currently sitting at. 4 Boss, 4 Lily, 2 Hilda. I'm not playing the Larrys in here. I was a big fan of the Larry skill from Nettie's build from the Prague Regional Championships when I played it, but because of the Crushing Hammers in Dragapult right now, we kind of have to play the Neo Upper Energy so we can actually get to the Draconic Buster consistently, potentially multiple times throughout a game. So because we are so reliant on Neo Upper Energy now in the Dragapult matchup, I feel like we have to play the Hilda over the Larry skill so we can consistently find it to actually beat Dragapult consistently. And the Dragapult matchup does feel pretty good. We also have 4 Rocky Fighting Energy, which can be good against Dragapult. Also our win condition against Alakazam, of course. 4 basic fighting. For the Pokemon search, I currently have 4 Woody Poffin, 4 Pokepad, and only 3 Fighting Gong. I think Fighting Gong is the weakest of the Pokemon search cards, but I wouldn't hate going up to a 4th possibly if I could find room for it. Pokegears to kind of just help us find Lilies and Boss throughout the game, and the Hilda when we need it. The Hilda's a little bit less important early on, but it happens eventually, or it'll come up sometimes where we do need it, of course. One switch in here. Now, there's the Relicanth that you can play in here as a way to kind of make it so Rose Raid can be an attacker. We can usually get far enough ahead in games, I feel like, though, where we don't need something like the Relicanth, and we can rely on something like a Switch or a Kieran, just like a Switch card. We might need 2 if we want to beat Retreat Lock consistently, but at that point, maybe we should just play the Relicanth. Currently, I'm just rocking the 1 Switch, and it's felt pretty good. I like the aggressive mobility card as too, as opposed to something like the Kieran. The Kieran can be kind of cool because you can utilize it as a damage modifier as well, of course. That could kind of take the place of like the second Premium Power Pro or something like that. But being able to go like Switch and then play Lily to find your energy, or Lily into the Switch, is like a pretty big deal, especially when we have Prism Towers like thinning down our deck so aggressively. You know, we have that much higher odds of finding the cards we need through our Lily's Determination. So yeah, I like the aggressive mobility card of the Switch, I think. But I could see if we do need to add like another damage modifier into the deck, this could become a Kieran instead of being a Switch, because then it's a mobility card and a damage modifier card. I only have 3 Cynthia's Power Weights in the deck currently. This feels pretty comfortable, though. We do need to find them pretty consistently in most matchups. It does matter, whether it be to put on the Roselias or Rose Raids to protect them on the bench, or to put it on our Gabites and Garchomps to protect those as we evolve up into them, or just to make Garchomp a really hard one-hit KO. But 3, I mean, 4 wouldn't be bad, but 3 feels pretty comfortable. Because there's a lot of situations, a lot of matchups. Like, we don't need our Garchomps to always have 400 HP, for example. So, that's it. That's the build. Let's jump into some action, and I'll show y'all how it runs. Ooh, with the Duskulls. We know they have Crushing Hammers, though, right? We know they have the Hammies. If they Badoo, I want to be able to KO with Gabite. If they don't Badoo, I'll just like go Rocky Fighting Prism Lily or something like that. It was also an interesting Chomp deck. It had a Relicanth that you can use Rose to attack. Yeah. I actually had the Relicanth in here for a second, but we ended up cutting it. Yeah, just put command playlist in the chat, Jurassic. Azul, I'm cooking with a deck called Pult. Any recommendations? Hammers, Ghosts? No, actually, the way I would play right now, you should just stop being such a rat. Okay, can we get a Gabite? Ooh, maybe a couple Gabites, baby. Let's go. I'm kind of scared that they play Rare Candy, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know for sure, but I feel like they play Rare Candy. Obviously, I can't prove anything, but you know, sometimes you just get that feeling. Now, I can't prove it. I think my opponent is actually a rat. Interesting. Maybe I should just do this. Dustball plays 2. Not all of them, no. Some play 0. Actually, I'd say the majority of Dustballs just don't play Candy. If they're playing Crushing Hammers also, they probably just don't play the candies. I didn't need to play the Pokegears there, but like they could have popped Clops and then like gotten in. Oh, it'd be so awkward for them to get into Badoo. No, they could pop Clops, play Crispin, retreat to Badoo. Yeah, they could have definitely gotten into Badoo there. It would have been a little awkward, I think, for them, but they could have done it. They could have done it. I believe in them. Very cool. Yeah, sick. Dude, we're just gonna get bodied. No turn 2 Dragon Slice knockout because I got this beefy skull in the active. Like, what the fuck, man? We're cooked. Also, no boss. Although in this situation, I maybe would rather KO the Duskull than boss KO a Dracloak. I mean, no, boss KO Dracloak is probably just better. Maybe we'll top deck a boss. Who knows? Uh-oh, tough decision on the Prism Tower. Completely giving up on the Monkey Dory? Okay, that is good to see a Crushing Hammer hit the discard pile. I'm a big fan of that. I'm okay with this third Dracloak. Actually, I should have. I messed up there. I should have done this first. I wouldn't have hated drawing into the Garchomp there. They only have a 1-card hand, but it could. I mean, it could get pretty crazy pretty quickly, right? Ew. I almost feel like I have to evolve to another Garchomp here, right? Otherwise, I could KO double Gabite, and then things would get weird, right? So it has to be like evolve, attach, and then just draw 1. And I think I hold the last power weight to like see where they place their damage first. And then I respond. Because if I don't evolve to a Garchomp there, I'm kind of in trouble, I feel like, for sure. Let's see what they got, man. Is that last card on their hand just Unfair Stamp? They're going to open up the turn with Unfair Stamp, probably. I can't just... I would have preferred to have Boss there, but I didn't have Boss, so... Last card is probably something strong based on their discards last turn. Yeah, that is fair. Yeah, that's a good point. Did they play a supporter? They didn't play a supporter last turn, though. So whatever it was, they put it back in the deck. That is weird, right? What could it be? Interesting. That is weird. That is a good point for sure, Snail King. Like, they discarded a Crushing Hammer and Fez, which, like, they had triple track log, so they don't really need... The Fez is, like, is a fine discard, but hammers are always good in this matchup. But then they put the card back in the deck after I took a knockout. Dusknoir? But they could have evolved Dusclops to Dusknoir, so it's not that. Stretcher? I feel like the Crushing Hammer is better than a Night Stretcher, though, right? That's got to be just a misplay from them. Red card, maybe? I mean, if it's any of those cards, it's a misplay. Because the Crushing Hammer is just way more valuable than red card or... Yeah. Oh, they're going to one-hit KO my active here. Oh, I should have put the power weight on my active. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I need to power weight my active here. Because I can't let them go Dusknoir plus attack. Yeah, shoot. I had the power weight too. I literally have the power weight right here to play around the play, and I didn't do it. Well, I mean, you know what they say. Stop throwing, idiot. That's me this day today. Yeah, I didn't think about that at all. I thought my active was like safe no matter what. And the only way that they could like, they'd have to like Crushing Hammerhead, so basically isolate the energy. But nope, not true. Dusknoir exists. Fuck me. Now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble. I mean, I do have the Neo upper knockout, but they're going to 4 prize cards. Yeah, I mean, I have Neo upper knockout, but that's about it. I mean, that's pretty good though, still, right? Neo upper knockout's like solid. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. No, I think you know what? Honestly, I think I'm still in a fine spot. Why do pop players always hide? They have pull until they attack. Well, they don't hide. It's just proper sequencing. Like, you don't have to evolve to Dragapult. You can get more information. Like, before you make a permanent action, you should do everything that's a variable. Like, Recon Directive, you see 2 random cards. When you evolve from Dracloak to Dragapult, you evolve from Dracloak to Dragapult. So they're not hiding anything. It's just proper sequencing. Could have been a proper... It could have been another Crushing Hammer. True, it could have been another Crushing Hammer. Good shout. Okay, so Hilda. Neo upper plus this guy. Oh, I actually don't need to evolve to Garchomp here, do I? This thing involved. I think this should probably go here. Although I'm not 100% sure. It just feels like it should. Oh, I don't even know if I want to play that, to be honest. That's actually probably a mistake to play. I should have kept that. Because that's 2 more outs to energy. Yeah, that was a misplay for sure. Honestly, the Hilda's super weak at this point. Yeah, I should have kept the Fighting Gong in the deck. I don't need to evolve this yet, and this becomes a +1 card for Prism Tower. Alright, bonk him. Azul been planning to play that Baby Petch slop to a tournament. Any tips I should know? Just try and use Baby Petch as much as you can, basically. Using Slowking, do you know what the best play is against Turbo Hydrapple, assuming that both decks are fully built up? It's too situational. I don't really answer. I mean, yeah, make the right play is the correct answer. Yeah, make the right play. That's like too broad of a question to have an answer to, basically. Don't throw. Minimize throwing. It looks like they're literally just playing Nettie's list, right? They have the handheld fan in there as well. Questions like that will always just kind of be too broad to answer, in general. Oh, if it is Nettie's list, don't they play a Jamming Tower? I think they do. I think Nettie did play Jamming Tower, right? Azul is the bird, the word? I mean, that's what I've heard, but can't confirm. Not confirm. I also won't deny. No unfair stamp. Okay, all right. Might be okay. Can I bench the Roselia here? I feel like I almost can bench the Roselia here now. We go play.
Fail.
Play. Fail. Play. I don't think the Premium Power Pro even matters anymore, right? Is that true? Like a boss, or they could go like boss Rosary, trap it for a turn. Definitely need to evolve this, obviously. I have one tool card left. I think I just attack with the active one as well, because the energy's gonna get pushed no matter what. I retreat to this one. It feels like it's worse. I actually don't know if it. I think it is worse. I just want them to take the KO, right? No, I don't have Spiritomb. Where does this matter? The active dies to 200 damage anyway, so if I put it here... I'm just gonna say here is correct. Alright, we'll see what happens. This Roselia can swing on him! What are they doing? They're throwing! I'm gonna beat him with Roselia now. They're about to get spike stung. Fool. You know what the interaction between handheld fan versus Diplin and double attack is? No, they don't get to attack twice. I am gonna KO them with Roselia here. Oh no, now I can't because they're KOing my... No, but they can't KO the Rose right here. They have to Jet Headbutt here for 70. They have to Jet Headbutt here. This is why like the switch is nice as well though, because like let's say I had to attack with Garchomp with my opponent, because then I can go switch plus attach and like play boss or play Lily into switch plus attach. Whereas if I'm only playing Kieran, why do they have to Jet Headbutt? They know I have an energy left. Surely. I just had to make sure. Yeah, surely they know I have an energy left. We got to get them with that Spike Sting knockout, though. Yeah, that's like the worst place they could have put the energy. Unless they plan on bringing up... They did have a lot of boss left, to be honest. Maybe they planned on bringing up, like, every single Rose raid and, like, punching them all for, like... You're definitely onto something with that. Biblically accurate. It's not having an energy on this first turn of the game doesn't matter that much because I wouldn't have attached it anyways, right? Does Crustle eat the ice creams though? Probably similarly, to be honest. Is modern Dragon Ball hammers favorable against? Go away. You think the mum Mega Kang gives some ice cream to the baby or lets it store? I think the baby probably gets some ice. It's a jumbo ice cream. There's plenty to go around. Have any video game recs? Both of the new God of Wars, Bioshock, Bioshock 3, Bioshock D's. I did just play against someone playing the rare candy, to be honest. So I'm going to put the Cynthia's Power White on the active here. Like this, this, this. This. definitely dead cards, but like probably correct to move them along like that. For the same reason, if they have Candy Dust, shouldn't I protect this one as well? Nah, that's probably not worth it. I really only care about protecting my energy, right? That's what matters, is the energy protection. If they really want to go after this Gabite, I think I'm okay with that. Now you got the rice balls to heal max. Are we playing those though? I don't know about the rice balls. How much do the rice balls heal total? Because the jumbo ice creams heal 320 total. How much do the rice balls heal total? What's the math? Someone do the math. I don't want to do the math. Less, right? It's definitely less. This is bullshit, man. And they're using my Prism Tower? My Prism Tower? Oh my gosh, bro. So lucky. Real question, how much food can we give the Kang? That is a good question, yeah. We're trying food max. Kind of want to play for the boss here. I want to maximize. Like, I don't even care if I put my Nero upper in play here if it means I boss KO their lone Dracloak, right? I can go like Prism Tower away, Buddy Poppin plus Rose Raid. Boss. Oh, he's done it. Let's go. I'll keep one. But I only play the I only play 3 of them, so I'll keep one around. Quad? Watch your Neo get hammered immediately. Thanks, man. Thanks. I don't know why you couldn't just be like supportive and be like, listen, Azul, I think even if they have a crushing hammer this turn, they'll get tails. Instead, you have to be like, watch them get heads on the crushing hammer. Ah. Sick, bro. So negative. Is this cat for Lily? It's got to be cat for Lily, right? Classic cat for Lily, baby. Let's go. Okay, so I believe you'll win this game. Thanks, TCG trainer. That's what you know what? That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to see. Was it positive? They can't they can't hammer your Neo upper again. True, they can't. Yeah. I actually maybe misplayed on the Rose Raid grab. Did I have a Gibble or a Gabite in the deck? I definitely should have thinned that out for the Prism Tower. I shouldn't have thinned out a Rose Raid. Thinning out a Rose Raid was actually a misplay. Dude, chill, man. Like, come on. Calm down. Chill. What is this bullshit? All right, we're chilling. We're chilling. Just got this everything. Okay, there is, if I really wanted to, I could like grab Gibble Gabite here, cycle them with Prism Tower to try and find fighting energy to then boss KO the Dracloak with energy, which I think boss KO the Dracloak with energy here is actually really, really good. But I don't know if that play is actually very good, to be honest. It's probably better just to Lily. It's probably better to go double Gabite for Rose Raid, and then play Lily. Then maximize my odds of drawing energy that way. Stop using my Prism Tower. It's not yours. They get rid of it. They got rid of a Crispin there as well, but that makes me feel like they have a Crispin in hand if they would get rid of a Crispin. It'd be kind of weird to get rid of Crispin and then not have a Crispin in your hand. So there's that. Got a ton of Pulse in this card, I think. They do have 2 Drag Pulse in the discard pile and a Night Stretcher, but they probably play 3 and 2 Night Stretcher, so probably nothing too crazy. Evolution of the Active's a good. I like that. Okay, I could go for 1 and then cycle the Roselia. I can still grab a Rose Raid off this one, I guess, as well. Oh my. Wait, is it correct to KO the drag? This or the Meowth? What is it correct to go after? Their energy? Or their... Should I just draw 2 prize cards? Loke for sure? I don't know. They only have the 1 energy in play, though. If I KO this and they have Crispin pop, like Dusclops, Dusknoir, it could get kind of crazy. I'm gonna go for the Meowth. Is a young Meowth a Meowth? Probably, right? That makes sense to me. What energy isn't that meaningful? I switch it because they Prism towered away at Crispin, so that makes me think they definitely have Crispin in hand. And there's a very good chance that I won't have access to Buster next turn. There's a very good chance I'm not going to be bustering next turn. If they just get 1 Crushing Hammerheads here, I ain't busting. So we need I'm probably gonna look for a boss 1 prize knockout anyway. So getting the boss 2 prize knockout now means they can't pop Clops, and I don't know what that would lead to be honest, actually, total, but I like the idea of it, so. Honestly, we kind of just need to be playing 4 boss in here. Yeah, I gotta put the 4th boss back in the deck. 3 boss ain't it. If they dust, they lose the boss. It doesn't mean it's not correct to do it, though. It just means they lose the boss. Or boss sucks, play Larry first. Nah, Larry's garbage. Get that shit out of my deck. Honestly, the Prism Towers kind of take place of what Larry did for us, to be honest. Because now, instead of like Larrying to thin our hand out low to be able to draw more Corkscrew Dive, we just Prism Tower cycle it. And then I kind of like need to play the Hildas now as well to find the Neo Upper, because I feel like we need to play Neo Upper to be able to deal with Crushing Hammer. It's like a whole thing. It's like a whole thing. Search plus Draw is so good in this deck. Just saying. Well, I'm just saying you're wrong, so it doesn't matter what you're saying. Oh, come on. They always got the nuts. Okay, wait, what went to the bottom there? And they're always abusing my Prism Tower. Stop doing that. Let it rock. Let it ride. I did put 2 Lilies, a Hilda, and a boss on the bottom of the deck, so I am definitely shuffling the deck here. Dude, and you have the counter stadium? Bro, what a rat. Wait, they don't have a Dragapult yet, though. They don't have a Dragapult. They just decked themselves out. Wait, did they mean to do that? Did they realize? Wait, do they just have nothing? Maybe they're just out of resources. Absolutely fried. It might be all prize. It literally might be all prize. Got him. I feel like it must have been prized. I feel like for sure. That's funny. Fuck, where are my good cards? Today's the last stream till the 12th, right? Nope. I probably won't be streaming on Tuesday because they're doing maintenance, but I'll be streaming Monday and Wednesday, and then probably Saturday or Sunday. But I might take Saturday. Well, I'll take one of the days off probably. So, thoughts on apple, sweet, and pear? Do you have your money on apple or oranges? I'm gonna go actually with the mangoes on this one. I think they have the edge by a decent amount. So we're going mangoes. Anyone who disagrees is probably just wrong. Should I leave the energy active or should I play around Crushing Hammer? Because I could just like Spike Sting knockout next turn. Oh, that is like just like less likely. I should probably just retreat to the Gibble. Doesn't guarantee a Gabite though. We just have to hope. The Frostlass deck so far? Yeah, it's been pretty sick. I mean, I worked on it. I initially had Dragalge in there, and the Dragalge was definitely just bad. Like, Mega Frostlass like needs something else in the deck, and I think Water Pond might be what it was missing. I guess like another card to consider adding to the deck would be. I usually need like a something to like just I don't even know poke thing. I don't know. I mean, I think it is just I think Water Pond. Yeah, Water Pond's just the move. Why is it better to gear this turn than next? Because of Badoo. It feels like a glue card. If you mean by what I think you mean by that, then I agree. Yeah. Also, yeah. Also, like the Crispins feels like a because like every other Mega Frostlass build they played some Crispin, but no one's like playing 4 Crispin from what I saw. But you just need to play the good supporters. The best supporters in the deck are Lilies and Crispins, so you should like need to max them out. On the turn you Water Pond would have been horrible. Just attach Dark to Monkey and then take out their bench with monkeys and active with Mega Lass. Yeah, I don't want to leave the Mega Lass in the active because I could have got E-switched, right? Could have Mewtwo E-switched me. That's like their only win condition, so. Actually, probably should have put the Baby Frostlass in play because the Baby Frostlass actually made a difference for. Let's go back and like think about it, to be honest. Oh shoot, they can attack with Dragapult next turn. I think I just have to risk it though. Just go for the knockout. Why is there 4 boss in my hand? Alright, things could get weird here. Because they can KO... Oh, did I have to put the power tool on a Gibble so I could have had 2 Gabites with... Oh, I may be fucked up, actually. They can't KO all my Gabites. They could KO enough of them, I feel like. Putting this here doesn't matter because they would just go KO this one, right? I mean, if they have like Candy Dusknoir, if they have Crispin, Candy Dusknoir, Dusclops, I guess it would play around that. Sure. You're doing the same thing with Ogerpon with Lass and 2 Monkey, double Monkey KO bench Mimi, and then KO active, leaving only 2. Oh, okay, maybe that would have been the better play then. Yeah, if I could have done that instead. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I could have done that. Yeah, that probably would have just been the better play. Yeah, that would have just been the better play. And this is my Water Pond because they don't have a way around that in that situation. Well, then they would just get to punch my Frostlass maybe. I could have like gotten my Frostlass out of range of like making it like less likely to get chased, right? I won on the next turn. Well, I don't guarantee win on the next turn. I just did happen to win on the next turn. I don't know. Maybe I kind of just don't want my Frostlass to be in the active there. Like knowing they can't KO my active no matter what. If I make it easier for them to be able to 2-hit KO my Frostlass, that could be like a way to lose the game, right? Yeah, I still don't know. Yeah, I still think I maybe think though, because they were down their maximum build at that point, so they couldn't want to KO Water Pond at all. But if I leave the Mega Frostlass in the active, they could punch it, and then I can't like Monkey Dory it out of range, and they could KO it the next turn, right? What if oh, that's true. I would have been able to Torrential Pump next turn. Okay, yeah, you're probably right then. Yeah, I probably should have just gone with the other play. Yeah, I could just Torrential Pump next turn. Sure, yeah. You're right. Okay, they had to put Meowth in play, which is really good for us. Assuming that we actually get to like play the game, because they could have just unfair stamp us into oblivion. Which might be what's happening. Yeah, you're right. I should have gone Mega Frostlass plus double Monkey, and then have the option of Torrential Pump for the next turn. Yeah. Dude, I'm definitely getting unfair stamped here. My only good draw is literally, yeah. Hilda? Nope. Top deck Hilda? I guess Boss KO Meowth here wouldn't be terrible. So top deck Energy, Boss KO Meowth would be okay. Maybe they pop a Dusclops here and give me a prize. Oh, that's a misplay then. They definitely should have done that before the stamp. Okay. Take advantage. Punish the misplay. Oh, punished? The punish? Oh, 4 prize cards left. I think I still want to boss KO the cat though, right? Versus KO in the active. I don't know if that's true, actually. That puts a lot of pressure on them to need a lot next turn. We'll see. Because then I win with Hilda next turn, right? So, but KO in the active is a very attractive play here. I actually don't know. I literally drew. I wish I didn't draw into both plays to make it easy, but yeah, definitely one of those situations where I wish I just didn't draw into both plays. Putting anything else in play seems like a mistake, to be honest. Okay, what play am I doing? What play am I doing? KO the cat? Or...
Yeah.
I'm just going to nuke the active. I'm just going to nuke the active here.
Attractive.
Okay, I don't think I bench anything here. I actually don't know if this is the better play, though. The boss knockout play might have been... Oh, no, boss knockout is better, right? Because it retains the energy in play. So then all I need is energy to knock out next turn. They have to attack with Dragapult. Oh, I could get Crushing Hammered. I guess I don't know if they play Crushing Hammer or not, but they probably play Crushing Hammer. So then attaching there is like... They've played 0 of the Crushing Hammer, so they're almost guaranteed to find enough Crushing Hammers to hit a heads. Yeah. Hold on, let me turn my stuff back on. I'm gonna keep the lights off though. Will this deck improve at all if the Rose Raid was 140 HP? I mean, the answer is literally just always yes. If you just increase the stats of any Pokemon, the deck improves. The card improves, the deck improves. That's never a question. The answer is literally just always yes. I have no clue if would change the deck with the pitch black format. I haven't played or thought about the pitch black format. Why is the power just randomly go out in your room at this time? It doesn't. I just have my whole room set up on like everything is like in smart plugs. So it all just like yeah, it's controlled by smart plugs. So it all just turns off at this time. Once again, they could still have Crushing Hammers. They do a 4-prize turn. If I bench Roselia and Gibble, could they do like a 4-prize turn? I was thinking about bossing the Fez. I don't even know if I should have played that, to be honest there. How many boss do they have left? I have no idea what to do here. Oh. You can pop this, KO this. I don't think they can. I did boss cat not just win? I mean, they could have disrupted my hand. Like, they still have their red card left, or judge. Like, a red card or a judge left, probably. So if I boss KO'd cat, they could play judge because they don't have the Crispin. Or they have a higher chance of because they could, like, play Lily. If they want to attack with Dragapult this turn, now they have to Crispin or whatever. Or if they want to attack with Dragapult in the last turn, they had to Crispin. Cringe. Ooh. Not cringe, not cringe. Cringe. But hold on. No, it's reasonable. It's reasonable. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. I don't know if my Frostbox deck would change with Pitch Black. I have not thought about or played in the what's it called format, in the Pitch Black format. Now if they KO'd this turn with Jet Headbutt, well, they still probably couldn't get a 3-prize turn on the next turn, could they? No. Another one. Bang! 3 tails. Let's go. You got nothing, buddy. You're cooked. Hang on, they have a 4th Crushing Hammer. They could find the 4th one. Is it no way. Ripping the Crushing Hammer off the prize cards? Ooh, Prism Tower for me? Oh my gosh, the 4th Crushing Hammer, 4 tails! Yes! Let's go! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. 4 tails on the Crushing Hammers, baby. Let's get it. Insane. All right, this guy up. I need an energy to win the game here with the Draco Buster. That's what you call justice. Or boss, right? Boss would also work. Boss works. Hilda works. I have 5 supporters left in the deck. I guess this isn't guaranteed to hit. Get him out of here. Get him out. No hammers.